Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Smark Tank. I am Shannon Epstein alongside the Wondrous One, Bob Black.
Yo.
And we are back with another crazy week of pro wrestling. Actually, you know what? This week, not bad. Not bad. I was thoroughly impressed by...
there was a lot of good stuff.
By the overall product of the week.
It was great.
I didn't feel like I completely wasted my time.
No. Almost everything was good.
Yeah, it was pretty well orchestrated,
I mean, there was
balanced.
Yeah, there was still like some like snoozer.
Yeah, of course there's
but
always,
that's 3 hour show. You're gonna have snoozer segments.
No. Here's the thing. 3 hour shows, they don't need snoozer segments. They need fucking longer matches or better storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, or I don't know, better reasons to wrestle.
I mean,
like, what do you win this thing for if there's no titles? I don't know.
I mean, like in the sense of like Raw. Raw is gonna always have snoozer segments because it's Raw. It's 3 hours.
Absolutely. You know, whatever. The Revival didn't like.
Revival.
That's what I'm reading right now. Revival. They were like, you know what? I don't like the Lucha House Party.
Yeah, no, they're gonna.
I quit. Can I get out of this contract?
Let me go.
You piece of shit.
Let me go, Trips. You told me, you promised me good things, and you like.
And look at this. I mean, like, what was NXT all about? And then I come here and I'm facing the fucking Lucha House Party.
And losing
every fucking week. Why do you do this to me? Why do you hate me like this?
It's a good question. I don't know if they know why they hate them like this, but they do.
Finn Balor wrestled 3 fucking matches this week.
It was quite.
It's been a Finn Balor week.
It's quite a Balor week. It was very Balor-y.
I feel like they missed an opportunity though when he came out and said, "Vince, you never believed in me," and I felt like he should have gotten on a microphone as soon as he beat Jinder. He should have gotten on the microphone. They're like, "Look, Vince, still over, still here. You son of a bitch, you never believed in me," and then just like. Kind of started some...
Kind of wrote it.
Yeah, because, like, look, if he gets in that ring after all this pushing against Lesnar and they just flatline him, you know, maybe at least Vince McMahon could come out if he had started a segment with him and cost him the title.
I think the fans would turn against them pretty hard if they flatline it. Like, the product, they'll turn against the product pretty hard. Like, that would kill the crowd.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, look... Any loss at this point for Balor is really bad.
It really is. I agree.
So, like, because Lesnar's not drawing anything. He's not even drawing a stick figure right now.
He's done now. Yeah, he had his time where people were like,
"Oh shit, Lesnar's on TV. That's fucking dope. He's really like vicious." And
that was like 3 years ago. People were like, "Oh shit, this is crazy. He just came from UFC.
Right.
He's wearing UFC shorts. Oh shit, he's elbowing people in the face. That's crazy."
Yeah, these matches are really gory and bloody.
Yeah,
and like, then all right, whatever. They're not even gory and bloody anymore.
No,
it's just like a guy now.
He's just a guy who like comes in, he
collects his money, and goes home.
He does suplexes, does F5s, and then he leaves.
I just kind of want to see them give somebody a shot, you know, like
anyone a shot. Anyone.
I think he should come out as the fucking demon in the Royal Rumble.
That would be so great.
Or if he loses, at least that'll be the catalyst to turn him into the demon.
That would be really cool.
And then maybe the demon starts fucking talking instead of Balor.
I mean,
he just like completely 180s. He does like a Kane thing where he snaps and then he's like, "Oh, Finn's in here. But I'm in control," you know, like that kind of deal.
Yeah, they need to do something with the demon at this point.
I mean, it's a merchandise capitalizer that they don't even fucking show on TV anymore. It's like people forgot that he has that demon.
Yeah, and it's like probably one of the coolest aspects of his character.
Exactly, you know, and like anytime they want to like basically give him an L, he comes and like we know already. We know if he's not the demon, there's a really good chance he's fucking losing.
Yeah. Yeah,
because they don't want the demon to lose either. But at this point, like they don't even show the demon, so they've just kind of diminished his character over the months, and now in the last 3 weeks have re-energized him again.
Yeah, true.
You know, and then he had that amazing match at NXT UK, where he was just like a surprise guest. Like, the energy of the crowd was really awesome when he came out. I mean, they popped so fucking hard for Balor.
I mean, if there's he's over a lot, like in general, but like he's super over in the UK. Like he's like over.
Yeah, well,
like,
that's his home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And they don't get to see him a lot. So like when he showed up, they were like, "Oh my, what? Thank you. Why is this happening right now? Why didn't you tell me this is happening? This is the greatest thing. Thank you so much."
why didn't you tell me this was happening?
Yeah.
I would have brought at least 3 more of my mates. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, everyone I know.
Everybody loves wrestling, loves Finn Balor, eh, mate? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I think happened. I think they were like, "Holy shit!" And then Finn Balor just put on a fucking clinic. It was It was amazing.
I mean, every fucking match that they had put on in NXT Blackpool was awesome. I mean, there was not a bad match on there. The 3 that stuck out was the Finn Balor match, the Tony Storm match, and the Pete Dunne match. You know.
Well, I mean, my man Walter came out at the end, so that was like the really big one. That's what the internet.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was
that was the internet buster moment where people were like, "Oh shit, it's Walter," and then like he said nothing, but kicked the guy off the ring apron.
Right.
And then people were like, "This shit is amazing. Do it again. Do it again." You know,
it was cool, man.
It's a good way to close the show, honestly. Because it's been a while since NXT's had that, where it's like they've had like the guy come out. Like NXT TakeOver used to have stuff like that all the time, where it's like, because they were signing people all the time, where they'd have someone come out and you'd be like, "Oh shit, Adam Cole's here. Oh shit, this is crazy. This guy came back. Right. Oh shit." You know, and it's like it's been a bit since like that has happened. You know, because AEW obviously is a thing now. You know, but so it was really cool to see Walter come out and be like, "Yeah, you know, there's more talent on the roster now." You know.
Well, yeah, it feels like they're gonna actually invest in the brand.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about how Vince is offering double money.
Oh, just right on the spot. Yeah, anybody who has a direct offer from AEW, they will either match or pay double.
I like this.
That's the rumor. I mean, you never know when you read the dirt sheets what's real and what's not. But
I think he's very, very nervous.
He should be. There's a person who has twice his bankroll.
Yeah.
And that's probably not even the half of it. Like, he has more money. Like, all he needs to do is just sit and wait at this point.
I guess, yeah.
What's his name? Tony Khan?
Tony Khan, yeah.
He just needs to sit and wait because Vince McMahon is just churning out disgruntled employees.
He really is.
And it's not. So here's the thing. That's not Vince McMahon's fault. The talent pool is so fucking thick over in WWE.
It is, yeah.
And there's no competition. So if you want to make top dollar to sit on your fucking ass, look, man, I'd rather personally, me, Shannon Epstein, would rather make top dollar to sit on his ass than to make top dollar and fucking work for it. But at the same time, wrestling is not that business where you're incentivized to work less and get paid more. It's kind of an artistic integrity field. Where you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna go where everybody is who's the best, and you know, hopefully Vince McMahon, you know, I'll catch his eye and he'll give me a shot and take a shine to me and maybe take me out to dinner one day. Yeah, and it's like that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, you turn into Cartman and Stan and the Cartman and Stan from South Park when they were doing the WWE stuff. And like Vince McMahon's here, like, oh my god,
Yeah, basically. It's like, look, you know, when you're a fan of wrestling, which Tony Khan clearly is, Tony Khan is obviously a fan of the stuff that has been happening on the indies, because like if he didn't care about the indie scene at all, he would not be doing an AEW right now. You know what I mean? But he sees an opportunity right now to make money, and it is there.
I mean,
obviously.
Apparently
even Jericho said, I got the biggest paycheck of my fucking life.
Yeah.
And I'm working a lot less.
Apparently, he's a wrestling fanatic. He loves wrestling.
So you know, and competition actually is great because, like, look, it is like the way of the world. Like when you don't have at least another option, okay? Like, you know, even Republicans need Democrats, okay? Because Republicans won't fucking do anything without Democrats, and we've seen what that looked like. You know, not that this is a political show, but it is. It just is a good example. It's like, look. when the Republicans had the House and the Senate, like it was just like, we're not going to represent the American people. We're going to represent ourselves.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you don't have anyone to like,
anyone to hold you accountable.
Well, sure, yeah. Push you to be like, hey, don't be an asshole.
But I'm talking about more specifically with regard to wrestling, with regard to what's going on. They don't have anybody to say like, okay, well, look, man, if you come wrestle for my organization, your travel arrangements will get paid for. Like Vince McMahon's been getting away with murder with that shit.
Oh no, he's been
like, nah, bro, you're in my company, you're getting paid top dollar, you got to pay for your own travel.
Oh yeah, no, he absolutely does that all the time.
Like, bitch, come on.
yeah,
that's bullshit. Yeah. Like you got to earn a paycheck, man.
Yeah, I mean, like we'll see. I don't know because
I don't know if Tony Khan's paying for travel because he doesn't even have anything set yet. Yeah. Nothing's been announced really, except for the fact that like, all right, there's three TV deals potentially in the works.
Sure.
And if anybody buys All Elite that's big enough, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Then there's a serious problem. And that means that Fox contract that WWE has, they better put them on the nationally syndicated Fox and not Fox Sports 1.
No, yeah. I mean, I think
because like that could screw WWE up
over really
actually
hard. Yeah,
if SmackDown is like not on the right network with them,
nationally televised.
Yeah. I mean, because they're not even nationally televised too much right now, being on USA. Like you need to have a subscription to something in order to watch WWE. Whether that be the network where you're on a 4-week delay, or that be Hulu where you're getting the heavily edited and heavily doctored version of the live event.
Sure.
So,
I mean, I think the biggest thing is that right now, because they're trying to hold on to all their talent, we're seeing people who didn't get pushed before start getting pushed, sort of.
Well, that's a great byproduct. That's of great. This,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Which only rationalizes the fact that we as wrestling fans definitely need to support All Elite, ROH, TNA, or Impact, whatever. We got to get these guys up higher than where they are.
Sure.
We need to do that even more because now it's making them work harder. Because this product this week, it was not great.
It was
good.
Not
bad.
It was good.
It was all right.
It was good.
It was good. It was all right. You know what I mean? And like the right things. The right things are now happening because they're like, all right, we're gonna actually have to start pleasing the crowd again.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like whereas NXT was all about pleasing the crowd, all about putting on a great match and like, look, if the guy you wanted to win didn't win, oh well, he still had a great match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But whereas WWE is like, the guy you didn't want to win didn't. The guy who you wanted to win didn't win, and he had a fucking squash match against Lesnar. The end. Goodbye.
Yeah, go on. Get out of here.
Yeah. We enjoyed taking your money, thank you. And that's why I don't even go to fucking Raw or SmackDowns when they're in town anymore. And that's why I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go to WrestleMania this year. Like it's in my home state this year. I had an opportunity to buy tickets. I might still have an opportunity to buy tickets. I don't even know anymore. But like I don't really care.
It's like
depends on how the Rumble goes.
It's like you I mean, wrestling is a weird thing, particularly WWE, because it's missing a live show with scripted events. So, like, there's this instinct for them to want to control everything, right? But you can't control a crowd.
Well, the fans didn't come in to watch a controlled environment.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that's the thing. Like, the thing about it is, like, a live event is spontaneous and kind of, like, chaotic in the sense that you can't control it. So they're trying to control things that you can't actually control, which is the fans. And, that's why I think they've been having such problems, because Vince has gotten to the point where he's like, probably got to the point where he thought he could like, just like, I could just control, I can control the show. So why wouldn't the audience also fall in line? They always fall in line. Right.
And he's been right.
Yeah.
For the past decade, the audience has fallen in line because they've kept supporting the product despite how bad it has been.
Sure.
And consistently.
And now he's
the 10 years. So that's the thing. For the last decade, it has been consistently bad. If you don't believe that, then you haven't been watching the same thing I've been watching. There have been amazing moments.
Yeah.
There have been really fun moments, cool moments, just great matches throughout the decade. That doesn't mean that it was a good decade.
Yes.
Overall, it was a bad decade. The decade prior to it was pretty good, actually, because you had, the Attitude Era leading into the Ruthless Aggression Era, leading into, ultimately, unfortunately, the PG era, and that was the beginning of the end, which is where we are now.
Sure.
That led into that decade.
Sure.
I think they went PG in 2008, 2009.
I feel like 2009, yeah.
So now we're in we're in the decade turn, okay? So we've had a decade of only Vince McMahon, only WWE, pretty much.
Yeah.
TNA, God bless them, they tried really hard. They almost made it, and then they let Hogan and Bischoff in, and
well, yeah, that's what happens.
They almost did. They were really trying.
They were pushing.
And they were getting talent. It's not like they didn't have Booker T, Mick Foley, Kevin Nash.
Yeah, they got people.
I don't know if Scott Hall was there. Was Scott Hall actually wrestling talent?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because he was going through his problems. Kurt Angle, they had a lot of great talent that could have been enough to rival WWE.
I agree.
Christian, you know what I mean? Like they were taking people who WWE were like, yeah, we don't really care about you,
sure,
Mr. Peep or whatever, and making them a champion. But it's like, it's just it's a different ball game now, though. Somebody like Ziggler in the right circumstances, if he left, which is what is being reported, he might be out on the 31st of January.
That'd be crazy, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think he's a premier talent that is completely fucking underutilized. I mean, to the max underutilized. He's been underutilized for like the last 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
there have been moments where they're like, yeah, maybe, never mind.
Yeah, they'll just take it away from him. Honestly, he should leave. He really should. He should go and find someplace that actually.
We've been saying this the last time his contract was up.
Yeah, he should go find someplace that he should go to AEW. They'll at least give him a shot to make his own stories.
I mean, look at Neville. Neville's like, "Fuck this, I'm out." Like he didn't even get his release.
Yeah, he
just said, "I'll sit at home. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm not performing for you."
Yeah, I'm not.
He's in breach of contract. They could probably have sued him over it. I don't know. Whatever.
Sure. I mean, he asked for his release. Said he doesn't want to work there anymore. They said, "You're on the contract." He said, "Okay, I will work out my contract, but I won't perform." And they said, "Fine." So I'm sure they paid him.
Well, they could have frozen his contract because of that. I mean, they could have left him in limbo for a while.
They could have, but I don't think they did. I think they paid him out.
I don't think Revival's going to do that, though.
No.
I feel like they'll work. But, man, they got to start trying with these guys. Like, what is the Lucha House Party for a month now? What is that? Why are they?
I mean, I don't even understand what they're really supposed to be as a thing.
Listen, I understand that the gimmick is like they're top guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not top guys, and that's funny to Vince McMahon. But like Stardust was funny to you, wasn't it? Yeah. Right? Like Stardust. Oh man, Vince McMahon really loved that Stardust gimmick.
He did.
He just loved it. It was such a great lower mid-carder deal. And look what that got you.
Mm-hmm.
That has you were like the mother of ISIS right now, basically. Like basically he's the one who started his own. Like this is like what they say about like Obama and Hillary and shit. And it's not them. It's fucking the Bush administration that's the mother of ISIS. Same deal. Fucking Vince McMahon is like the fucking father of ISIS right now. With the fact that he basically created AEW with the disgruntled fucking employee named Stardust.
He fucked over a lot of people. And
and Stardust,
and that's
Dusty Rhodes' fucking child, said, fuck that shit. My father's Dusty fucking Rhodes. I'm the American Nightmare, bitch.
You can't keep screwing wrestler performers over and expect them to keep wanting to work with you. And it's like, some people will do it for the money, but eventually people are just going to be like, this is bullshit. I'll just go work in New Japan. Whatever. I'll work in ROH. I'll go back to. That's what CM Punk says. CM Punk, he wrote that. He wrote that pipe bomb, and everyone knows it's written. But like, there's no way that was not exactly how he felt. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'll go back to New Japan. I'll wrestle in ROH.
Yeah.
And like that was before it was nice. That's before this time when it was like on YouTube and streaming and people were watching it. Like he was like, I'll go back and just be in the fucking indies. And
here's the thing with him. Speaking of CM Punk, I would totally not be surprised
Yeah.
If
he shows up at AEW. Yeah,
and I'll tell you why I wouldn't be surprised. Because he keeps saying, I have no interest in wrestling. I don't care. Leave me alone.
Sure.
And that's like the perfect way if you're going to work the crowd like the way he does.
Yeah.
To just fucking come on in and be like, all right, cool. I'll take more money than I made in WWE.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he knows he can go right to WWE, get an offer from them.
Easily.
And be like, all right, I'll give me something, Vince. And Vince is like, oh, I'll give you
$1 million.
No, but it's going to be more than $1 million for Punk, because Punk is actually a star. Like, straight up and out. Punk was making probably like, I think $9 million when he left. Maybe more.
A year?
Yes. Or something. Or through the term of his contract, okay?
Right.
Because he's either I might be inflated. Maybe it'd been 6. I don't know. It was like Cena light.
Yeah.
It was like Cena light, basically, was what he was making. And he had like the bus and all that shit.
I know it's Cena light. I just don't remember how much exactly.
Yeah, he was making like a good amount of his merch and all that shit.
Yeah.
He was doing okay.
Yeah, I know.
And so was Mysterio. Mysterio was like on par or under Punk.
Yeah, I know. It was like he was making the pure contract money. He was making a certain amount, and then he was adding stuff on merchandise and all this other stuff.
Right, and not a lot of wrestlers got a lot of their merch sales. They
yeah,
they got something, but they didn't get like the level that Cena was getting.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, because he had the power to like fucking negotiate his fucking, because he was the man at that point. He still does, you know. So,
but I'm saying like Vince McMahon will shoot him out something. I would go to AEW first, and then get an offer from them. Go back to Vince, get an offer from Vince, and then go back to AEW and then close it.
Whatever. Like he
because at this point, Punk is prime fucking real estate to get that top guy slot.
Oh yeah, easily.
And then, like, you have Goldberg potentially interested. Like, this is now, like... And then there's so many fucking free agents, too. Like, on the scene that'll just, like, all right, cool. I'll get this guy over here. Omega's probably going to sign. It's, like, kind of where you want to be, I think. It's, like, the hip fucking indie wrestling organization.
It's going to be interesting.
At this point. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like You're going to get WWE level guys who will go there and be like, yes, I'm in. I'm all in.
I mean, my biggest question is going to be, like, well, we already know the Revival, Michael Maria Canales is rumored to be.
Well, I'm saying a lot of people are, like, threatening to leave, want to leave.
Dolph is possibly going to leave, you know.
Zack Ryder
might leave. You know, I there's
as soon as that contract is up for Ryder, man, I cannot see him fucking re-signing. And if he does, bro doesn't want to work.
I mean, or they just
bro doesn't want to work, dude.
Or they're offering him a ton of money not working. Like he'd be
the Long Island bro. He's like, yo, bro, I don't want to work. You know, like,
offering him a ton of money not to work. I think
I'll take it, man. If you're like I'm saying, if that's what your deal is, then you fucking won, bro.
Yeah,
stay there.
Balor,
enjoy your life, man.
Balor is definitely in danger. They're definitely in danger of losing Balor if they could misuse him. Shinsuke, they're in danger of losing Shinsuke if they misuse him, because they're not that far from apparently AEW's in a station in Jacksonville, which is not far from the Performance Center.
So what for who though?
For Shinsuke.
Oh, come on. That's
you know,
that's a major loss, dude.
Yeah, you know, like all these indie guys that they signed and they were trying to keep, they could lose them to AEW if they're not fucking careful. Particularly because like these guys are your guys of the future. Like Orton will always be there. Orton doesn't care anymore. You know,
he is checked out.
Yeah,
man.
Like
you've been saying it for a while. It's like Orton.
Like you could push McIntyre.
Orton doesn't want to work either.
Yeah,
he's kind of in that point where he's like, yo, man.
Like you could push McIntyre. McIntyre will be great, and he'll stay. But you won't have anyone to put him against. Who are you going to put him against? Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews could leave too. Apollo Crews is definitely a leave threat.
And this is the problem. They're investing in Lesnar, who like is not going to be there, does not want to be there, and like. Punk has been saying. Punk said that on the podcast. He was like, "Why are you investing in this guy? He doesn't even care." And then Punk's like, "I want to be that guy."
Yeah, no, he's right. He's like, this guy gets to fucking walk in here, make a shit ton of money, and then leave. Like that sounds fucking sweet. I wish I could do that. You know. So I don't know. So like they're in a position where they're gonna have to start using their talent. They're gonna have to start we're.
And thank God.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you'll have your mainstays will stay. Like I feel like Seth won't leave. Dean might leave actually if they don't fucking do something right.
Well, yeah, they tried to do something with him, and then then Bobby Lashley's now the IC champion.
I think Renee might.
I'm actually happy about
that. No, that's really that
result.
really.
Bobby looks so happy, dude.
He was super happy.
He's like, I'm not a heel.
He was like running it like he just won the lottery. I was just like, that match actually.
That makes me want to see them push him even harder now because it's like he appreciates it. You know what I mean? Like
that match as a whole was super entertaining. Like just as a whole, it was a really well
triple threat
done match.
2 of the Shield members, Bobby Lashley. I'm all in.
Yeah, it was so good, and I was very. I mean that the main event was really great.
Yeah, and a fatal 4-way. So you get a triple threat and a fatal 4-way, and both are good. Yeah, I'm cool with this.
That was good.
This is like been the best Raw probably of the year so far.
So let's talk about all these NXT call-ups just showing up in like the fucking background, just like as people just like hanging out in the back.
Well, yeah, Vince wants them to be seen. And then when they figure out what they're actually doing with them and what show they're going to,
I guess
the audience will be familiar. Oh, there's EC3 again. There's Lacey Evans. Oh, okay. And there's the heavy machinery idiots. So
the guy's like,
he just came out and ruined the I like that. I think he should just do that. Like,
no, that's good.
Like maybe R-Truth, but like dumber than R-Truth. Like, it's like, what are you doing here again? I don't know.
I want them titles. They look yummy. He's like, what are you talking about?
I don't understand things.
I'm going to be the first woman tag team champion.
You're not eligible for that.
I am eligible. My tummy makes me eligible. Here's what he's going to do, and it's going to be great. Like, I feel like that
I'm going to be the first man in the Elimination Chamber match against all the other women.
I feel like...
And I will use my bulldozer technique to plow the path to victory.
Wow, that would be like a classic Vince McMahon promo, though. Like the plow. There's so much stuff in there. It's just like this is like the classic Vince.
You're welcome.
Vince is like, all right, I want you to go out there and I want you to say,
I want you to be the women's tag team champion.
I want you to go out
even though there's no chance in hell that you're going to get in that match. I want you to show me that you're going to get in.
Yeah, I want you to go tell them exactly what you're going to do in the Elimination Chamber. I want you to go tell them how you're going to plow them.
Did you like how John Cena was like basically really getting impassionate about his promo this week?
He was trying.
Vince McMahon was a fucking like a vacuum of fucking charisma by just looking like, I don't really care because I'm your boss. Like,
yeah, no, he was trying. He was giving his all.
Like, you gave me a shot 10 years ago, Vince. I'm gonna ask you again to give me one more shot. And then like Jinder Mahal in the next thing, it was like, Vince, give me one shot. He's like, I guess sure. I'm feeling giving today.
Why not? Honestly, the Cena was like the most fun part of that match, mostly because he was putting everyone over. Like he was F5ing everyone, but he was also putting everybody over, which is like actually really, really nice to see.
No, that's cool, man. Like I kind of like that wrestling thing where they break the kayfabe for a minute and then just kind of like, all right, look, I'm a human and I have a pulse, and this guy, man, he's awesome. You know,
yeah, no, that was really nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Like that's the thing. It's like those human moments you can't get back. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't think Cena's like, yeah, maybe he'll stick around for the Rumble and then peace out again back to Hollywood or wherever.
Yeah, probably.
But here's the thing, man. Like, Cena, dude fucking cares, man. Like, he's not been on squash mode.
No,
he's just been like, I'll come back when the talent pool is thin and when there's a lot of injuries and you give the title to Lesnar for the 5th time, despite the fact that you got all these fucking hungry-ass young guys who actually want to do something, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So what happened on SmackDown this week?
Ooh.
What was that thing with Asuka and AJ Styles?
I don't understand.
And then they had like a Twitter continuation of it, and she's like, "What you looking at?" And he's like, "You."
Yeah.
In Japanese,
In Japanese.
he wrote you.
It was weird. It was strange.
It is strange because we know he has Wendy at home.
It was strange. It was a weird segment.
Oh, Wendy.
Before that, it was a fun segment, but after that, it was weird. Like when he showed up, I was like, "What?"
And then all of a sudden, Daniel Bryan's just, I gotta be on the show, so I'm gonna beat you up, AJ.
Yeah, he just attacks him. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like that segment went off the rails really hard. Like it looked like
everything about
it looked like it
was a little chaotic this week.
it looked like it was gonna end. Like it was like, okay, they both each beat one of the Iconics, cool, and then AJ Styles came on. And you're like, wait, what is he? Is he in the R-Truth right now? He's gonna be like, I'm gonna walk out with the women's the women's championship at the Royal Rumble. Right?
I like R-Truth challenging for the women's tag titles. I like that.
He's like, I'm gonna be the first intergender WWE champion.
Actually, he should just come out with Carmella dressed as a woman. He's like, hey y'all, I'm S-Truth.
Oh my God, that's something Vince would. That's something Vince would do.
You're right, and that's also a Santino Marella thing.
That is the Santino. Yeah.
Santina Marella.
Santina Marella.
I feel like R-Truth can put over the women and not injure them.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he knows how to work. I mean, like, it's just.
And it's not like they don't train with the men in the performance center. Because they do.
They do, yeah.
They do train with them.
Yeah.
They have, quote unquote, matches
Sure.
at the performance center with the guys.
Sure.
And, if you watch the Tony Storm match, these chicks can kick some ass, bro.
They can absolutely.
I'm saying the hits were harder in that Tony Storm match than most of the other matches, and they were a lot more grueling in certain areas.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, like, it's not the same. It's not the same game anymore, man. The chicks are fucking killing it right now. Like, they're probably gonna be main event in WrestleMania. So it's gonna be the way Becky Lynch is this year. I would not be surprised. I would embrace it, man.
Yep.
And she came out and said, "Look, I'm not trying to be the man of the women's division. I'm trying to be the man, period. Yeah. I'm going to be the man of the WWE."
Yeah.
So, I'm with it, man.
It's going to be fun. I mean, what else happened on SmackDown?
Andrade
had an amazing match. That was might have been early contender for match of the year because that match was really good. All right.
They were doing things.
Yeah.
Honestly, they were doing things I didn't know could be done. I saw Andrade in the middle of the move, and then Rey Mysterio did another move in the middle of his move.
Oh yeah.
In midair.
Yeah, no, there was some crazy shit happening.
Catching the dude. I mean,
Andrade did a moonsault, then missed and landed on his feet, and did a standing moonsault.
My fear, though, is that they're going to do this every week. And then, because they like to do that now, it's like, Lucha House Party and Revival had a good match. Let's just do that for the rest of the month. It's like, whoa.
Let's just play that and rewind constantly.
Yeah, Andrade won. So it's time to move him away from Rey Mysterio.
Nah.
Maybe get Rey Mysterio to have a win so he could try to, make something of this feud. Because Andrade now should probably be going after the U.S. title.
That's where he should go.
Andrade is a heel. Yeah. Rusev is a face.
Yep.
Andrade has something to prove.
Yep.
So I don't see, because Rusev now should probably think about challenging for the heavyweight title.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna push him.
I know they're not. I'm saying at least you have something. You have a built-in feud now, kind of with Andrade and Rusev.
Sure.
It wouldn't be terribly ridiculous.
Right.
And if Rusev loses due to interference or an unclean thing, then you can keep that going on, and then maybe by Mania or after Mania, you can have Rusev then step to the heavyweight title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't think they're gonna do it.
I don't want to see AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan for the rest of my life.
I think they need to rehabilitate Shinsuke Nakamura's character and find a way to turn him back to being a face.
No, it's real easy. Yeah. Just let him do his Shinsuke shit.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
I mean, it's hard for them. So
who, the fan?
No, to WWE.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
hard.
because they don't think that we'll believe it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Just bring out his music, have him do the thing, and then win, and that's it. Wow, Shinsuke's amazing.
That's really all it takes.
If you don't like the way he talks, which I'll be honest, I don't like the way he talks, give him a fucking mouthpiece. I don't know. There's some guy named Paul Heyman sticking around in the back. He could probably do something with that. There's like no shortage of managers. Really.
This I want to be like, Shinsuke is an artist. You don't talk to Shinsuke.
Oh, well, Aiden English.
Yeah, not
right there.
Anyone. This is a random dude, like a fucking Leo Rush would be like, where like Shinsuke. Whoa, you don't talk to Shinsuke. Shinsuke's an artist. Okay.
Shinsuke does one thing.
He creates in the ring. Okay?
And one thing only.
All right.
What is that, Shinsuke? Need to face. Boom.
Don't even have him say need to face. Just have him be like, have people be like, what trying to talk to him? Like, no, you don't get to talk.
My favorite art is blood art.
No, he doesn't have.
You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't say shit. He doesn't say shit.
If he could get that phrase down,
I mean, he can. But you don't even need to have him say anything.
I like to paint the ring with your blood.
Yeah, don't have him say that.
I'm saying I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him saying one thing to be a catchphrase.
Sure. Or,
you know what I'm
just
saying?
have somebody come out and have like some fucking like a Zelina Vega just be like, you don't get to talk. It's like, I'm his manager. The artist formerly known as Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't talk to people.
Right? I like the artist formerly known as Shinsuke. That's
okay.
good.
All right. The artist
formerly. Don't tell WWE about that. They might take that.
Yeah. One. Okay. Like he's a former U.S. champion. He's going to be a WWE champion. He doesn't have time to talk to you. He's too busy.
Well, if you list his accolades, you can say the 2018
Royal Rumble winner. Yeah.
So it's just easy. It's easy to play him up.
Yeah.
He's just so good. The former two-time NXT champion. The two-time NXT champion, Royal Rumble winner, and most recently United States champion just does not have time for you.
All right. He's busy. He's in his room creating. All right. That's what he does. What do you do? What do you do?
You get in the ring and wrestle? You like to wrestle people?
What do you walk around with a microphone, talk to people? Nobody cares, okay?
That's it.
That's it. That's all you take.
It's real simple.
All right.
He maybe says one or two things. That's not hard.
Yeah.
Don't discredit the guy just because of his accent, which is not fair to him.
That's
because
not fair, yeah.
He never really talked in NJPW either.
No, he didn't.
That's his fucking native language, goddammit.
And he was great, and people loved him. And like people loved him in NXT, and people loved him when he came up, and people were really excited to see him go over, and you just fucked it up.
That's it.
All the time. And you're like, why? People are just like, why is he losing to Jinder Mahal?
Ugh.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother story altogether. Like, look, bless Jinder Mahal. He's a great guy. I enjoyed meeting him.
He's a really nice guy.
But realistically, the character needs serious rehabilitation. And after watching this week's episode of Raw, where he like had a sincere moment, and yet he still comes out with the Singh brothers, and it's like weird. I don't know. It's like he's basically like, all right, man, you want your opportunity, Jinder? Squash. You know, like okay.
He's like, take that squash. Enjoy it. Enjoy that squash.
Did you want to invest in the market? Sure, I'll invest in the market for you. And it's gone. You know, like
where'd it go? All into my wallet. It's beautiful.
Man.
It's how the market works sometimes.
And then Samoa Joe, Mustafa Ali, that was weird. It was like, you drank my coffee this morning. Yeah, I don't like you.
You were just mad. And he was just like, no.
Hey, look, there's EC3. I wrestled him.
It was weird.
My favorite segment was the Mandy Rose in a hotel segment.
That segment was so strange, but it was so nice to see WWE do that again. There's like
I love the fact that
weird segment.
That was he trying to cheat on her in there? Like, what was he going there for? Was it a setup for Naomi to get in there and beat her up? And then Naomi was like,
I think it was
all right, I'm gonna
lose,
and
I'm
gonna lose.
I'm gonna
lose to Mandy Rose.
This ambush,
because when you're in a hotel,
I'm gonna lose this. Lose this fight.
That's her weakness.
Yeah,
She can't wrestle on the bed.
I guess.
I don't know. What was that? Was so weird.
I was like,
but it was my favorite segment because it was ridiculous.
She's like, I'm gonna lose to this girl who's in lingerie right now. Like, really? With a camera there? Really?
Yeah. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, really? Really?
I like the fact that they're giving it time, though. I like that. I thoroughly support this.
It was fun.
WWE. I want you to know I support this.
It's trashy. It's like an old 90s storyline.
I love it. I love it. I love choppy yo pee pee.
It's like a trashy segment.
I love. Oh, you call that the Big Show?
Yeah.
From when Val Venus was looking at Big Show's penis.
I remember that. They call
Big
you,
Show, huh?
They call you. They call you the Big Show.
Yeah, that happened. And my other favorite segment of the week was the birthday bash. I have no idea what they're doing with Shane and Vince, or Shane and Miz, but
I love that they're giving him. They're basically making the Miz Jericho. They're like replaying this like the best friend.
Oh, the best.
They're just like.
But I'm not even sure if they're a heel tag team or a face tag team.
I don't know. I don't think it matters.
Because like the best thing that happened was the bar comes down and they're like, this is pathetic. And I was like, I agree. This is really pathetic.
It's kind of sad.
But it was awesome in a weird way. Like, I just kind of, like, I don't get it. I don't get why The Miz is trying to please anybody. It just seems so anticlimactic to the character he's built in the last 4 years.
I feel like Taika Waititi is, like, secretly writing for them now.
Who?
Taika Waititi. Or, like, Eric Andre. He's like secretly writing for that because they got like all this weird awkward comedy there. But it's not like traditional comedy. It's like awkward comedy or like deadpan like cringe comedy.
I wonder if this is all going to change. By the way, once they go to Fox, officially.
I have no idea.
I don't know what's going on.
They're just like like Eric Andre's like I know what would be really funny. We're gonna send
Dozer, whatever his name is.
Yeah, no, and it's just gonna be like garbled noise. You're like, really? It's like, yeah, no.
This is what kids love these days. Let me tell you. When I go out there and do the ranch, bro, they love that shit.
They love that shit. They'll eat it up, all right? Okay, like
I'm actually for it. Yeah. Believe it or not. Like, you know what? If Eric Andre is writing,
I think that's what it is. I think because it's just like this is.
I saw an Eric Andre meme today with Mitch McConnell.
All right.
So like Hannibal Buress is Mitch McConnell. Or sorry, is the bill that was gonna reopen the government, and Eric Andre shoots it, and then the next phrase it's like Eric Andre going, I don't know why the Democrats never want to help out after he just shot down the bill, the Democrats, they're just terrible. Oh God.
Yeah, no.
So I just want to honorable mention.
Thanks, you.
No, I want to honorable mention Pete Dunne and Joe Coffey for the fucking match of the week.
Really good.
It was the main event for a reason. Really was. I mean, the fucking near finishes were like.
They were pretty crazy. Yeah, they were pretty crazy.
I guess we can. I mean, what is to honorable mention about NXT? They're just basically. It's like, oh look, there's stuff that's gonna happen leading into the takeover. It's gonna be great.
There's a lot of build up, but no build up.
I mean, yeah, it's like they're basically feeding Keith Lee to Ono.
Sure.
So that Ono and Riddle have like a match or whatever. I don't know. It was not bad.
It was actually a good match. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm not shitting on NXT this week. I just like okay, like what am I supposed to say?
No, there's not much to say.
Yeah. Like okay, Keith Lee was there. Matt Riddle was there. Gargano was there.
Things happen.
Aleister Black was there.
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa was there. They were just talking at each other through promos at this point. It's like, I've seen this before. I'm not mad at it. It's just, it is what it is.
It's cool.
It's going to end at some point. Probably at the TakeOver WrestleMania, I guess. Weekend. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
At the Barclays Center.
Barclays.
I think I would go to that. I would probably go to that NXT TakeOver Barclay over the WrestleMania this year.
I would also do the same thing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get tickets through my friend. But like, yeah, this is
Yeah, it was
WrestleMania year, I think.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on who wins the Rumble. It's like
Yeah.
it's crazy, and like Seth Rollins wins the Rumble and Finn Balor wins the title. Like, all right, I don't know.
That's a really great rematch.
I might want to fucking go to the Mania. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
like,
rematch, a dream rematch, kind of.
but I'm saying in that circumstance where
yeah.
he beats fucking Lesnar, like, minds would be blown, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's that at that point you would turn probably Seth heel again.
No, you don't even need to, though. Like, both of them as face having a fucking, like, we're just going to fucking out wrestle each other in the main event. Woo! Oh, man, I can't even contain the excitement, bro. Like, that shit would make me, like, fucking hardcore, man.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
I mean, I'd have to go to Mania for that. I'd have to go. Like, yo, it's in Jersey? Like, yo, I'd have to be there.
That'd be pretty cool.
But, like, you know, to see another Lesnar fucking, and then potentially like Roman, like, you know, God willing, Roman is healthy and could come out in the Rumble as a surprise entrant,
That'd
and
be really
then
cool.
face Lesnar, and then that be the main event at Mania again would just not do it for me. I mean, I bless Roman. I hope to God that like he's better, and
it would be a touching emotional moment, but it would also just kind of be like, okay, we're doing this again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't even want to see Lesnar. I'd rather see Roman versus anybody.
And really,
at this point, you know what I mean? Like,
realistically,
if you have to give it to Roman, and nobody said shit about Roman yet. I think he's still sick. I'm just speculating here.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what would be a good surprise entrant for the Rumble right now? Like, who would be the top guy that everybody would want to see come out, other than like Roman or Kenny? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we still don't even have a confirmation that Kenny is going to All Elite yet. So
he's probably going to All Elite.
But we don't have a confirmation is what I'm saying. We don't have a confirmation. And it's now been like fucking almost a month. So there is room to speculate that WWE could have made a fucking really good deal with him. Main event level money. You know, I'm sure fucking All Elite would have paid the same or doubled.
They probably would have matched her.
Yeah. And from what I understand, Kenny had already said it, but has not made it official yet.
I don't know.
Like, what's the reason for the secrecy at this point when you're just trying to get people interested by your roster? I'm saying wrestling is about surprises, and it's really fucking hard in this day and age to keep a surprise.
That is true.
So Kenny saying, yeah, I'm going to All Elite, I'm telling you right now, and it not coming from Kenny's mouth means that somebody could come out at Royal Rumble.
We'll
you know
see.
What I mean?
We'll see.
It's fucking nuts.
We'll see.
But you don't know.
I do know Batista is going to have a match at Mania this year.
Okay.
So that's you know.
And he wants to face Triple H.
Yeah.
So we know where that's going.
Yeah.
And he is not signing in to Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
He is, but we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, because like they fired what's his face for racist comments that he made like over a decade ago or something.
It wasn't racist. It
or
was
sexist. It was a bad joke.
It were bad jokes, bad Twitter jokes.
Yeah.
So you
they
know,
need to stop that shit. I'm sorry. Like I'm tired of like even Kevin Hart. Like what was that?
It was he.
And is he now hosting the Oscars again?
No, he's not hosting. He's not hosting the Oscars.
Yeah. And I totally agreed with what he said too. He's like, if you don't think that I have the capacity to change or have evolved throughout the years, then okay, screw you. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna comment on that mostly because we're in a wrestling podcast and I don't want to talk about that right now. But like,
I mean, sticking to subject matter or not, we're at the end and probably nobody's listening.
Yeah. So I mean, realistically,
everybody has gone.
Yeah. Realistically, he didn't actually apologize. Like he didn't actually come on and was like, "I'm sorry for what I said." You know, like
but I get why he didn't apologize.
Yeah, no. He didn't. But he didn't. He had never apologized. He just been like, you know, I've grown and I don't feel that way anymore. He never been like I understand that the stuff I said could be hurtful to some people, and I'm sorry that I might have hurt people. Like he never said that until like this whole thing happened. People went crazy. So you know, like I agree that he like I'm actually kind of glad that he came out and was like, you know,
I mean, like,
you should
here's the thing.
give me time to grow and stuff like
like
that.
yeah, like I think in this day and age, like the political correctness is killing comedy, but the fact that like nobody, like people are so uptight and not willing to suspend the disbelief just for a joke when they know it's a joke, that's kind of hurtful. You know what I mean?
I mean, there were some people who.
There are ways around it also, too. So, whatever.
There were some people who were like, they were specifically talking about experiences in their lives where, their fathers made similar jokes and then followed through on the violence and, was indicative of the joke. So
yeah, that's terrible.
So, they were more upset about like the idea that this is an okay thing to joke about, like punching a kid in the throat because he's gay.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah. That is not okay.
Yeah. And it's like Kevin Hart's joking, he's talking about insecurities, but like there are people who are saying like, yeah, this is kind of fucked up because these were the kind of jokes that made me not want to say.
Right. Not want to come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So like, like I understand where they're coming from. They're like, and like Kevin Hart, to his credit, was like, in an interview, it was like, I don't feel that way anymore. And that was more about my insecurities and stuff like that. But he never actually apologized.
Sure.
And so, like, I think in little ways, they were both in the right and to say, like, these people were in the right to say, like, that was very hurtful. And I just like to hear you apologize for that, if you've really moved on from those views. And like
actually my statement is not about their right to be hurt.
Yeah.
But it's about how we're just like searching
for
like we're searching through the annals of a person's history to try to sabotage them.
I mean, I agree, but you
know what I mean? Like why is shit that from 2008 coming back to him now?
I mean, that's,
you know what I mean?
I think that's a byproduct of the internet age.
Yeah, I know, and it's like crazier than ever. Like, I mean, this even affected the wrestler Havoc.
Yeah, I mean, but that's,
like she was saying anti-Semitic jokes or whatever.
Yeah, but like that's the point. Like, nothing you say on the internet is gone, and you have to understand that. It'll always.
Well, it's only gone if you like know that some shit is gonna come up, and you should probably clean your fucking internet history before you go for a position that could potentially be powerful or whatever. And the other thing is, no, it's still not gone then, because then there's the spiders on Google that have caught everything and have cached the page. From X amount and gone. And if somebody really wants to get dirt on you,
they can find it.
You've said it.
They can find it.
They'll get it.
Yeah.
So
I think the best thing is to be like, to own shit. Just own it. Just be like, all right, yeah.
I was a dick.
I was a dick.
Whatever. I'm sorry. I'll move on. That's it. Yeah.
I was a dick. And I do think, like, I do agree with him where it's like he's like, I've grown, I moved on, and I'm ready to move on now. I've apologized and I'm moving on. And like, that's fine for me. Like, if he's like, I don't want to spend the rest of my life apologizing for a joke I made 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, totally.
That's fine. Yeah. He's like, all right, I apologize. I'm moving on with my life.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to host the Oscars because I don't want to. And this is too much stress for me anyway. I'm trying to be a positive person living my life.
That's it.
Yeah. And I get it. And I'm like, fuck it. All right. Shout out. Do your thing. At least he apologized.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm just saying, like, the reason it pertains to wrestling is because, like, this shit will come back and haunt anybody.
I mean, and
it's kind of like you're held accountable now.
You're a public figure now. So, particularly if you're a public figure. If you're a public figure and you say shit that could be offensive,
you gotta own it.
Yeah. You can't act like that shit won't come back to you. Like, this is not the age, and I think it's only gonna get.
It's gonna get worse. Yeah, absolutely.
It's only gonna get like more crazy.
It's gonna get more difficult.
Yeah,
stakes are gonna get higher.
So like, I don't think anyone should not speak their mind.
Yep.
But you should be like, if you are like a fucking hardcore racist, you should just own that shit and be like, I'm a hardcore racist, and most of them do. Most of them are just like, yeah, I'm a fucking hardcore racist. And like, if people don't like you, people don't fucking like you. But like, At least be like, the people don't like me because I'm a racist, and like, well, fuck them because I'm a racist and I don't like them either. You know, like it's like he's like, at least you're owning your shit. You know, I think it's the worst thing.
I mean, well, you can't. I mean,
yeah, I think the worst thing.
I think the problem with that is the inability to grow, because now it's like nope, you're wearing this A on you for adultery because you had a bad moment.
Sure.
What is the Scarlet?
Scarlet Letter. Yeah.
Yeah, Scarlet Letter. That's basically what this is. Is like, this is the Scarlet Letter. Or like, nope. It says on your shirt that you think all black people are bad or something like that. That's it. That's going to define you for the rest of life.
I think that's also a part of, like, you know, a thing about American culture where a lot of our justice system and like the way we deal with offenses and infractions is all like retributive.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about punitive. It's all about punishing people. It's not about like, oh, you know, how do we rehabilitate?
The law is supposed to supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in most cases.
I mean, even,
and it's rarely that, really.
Even if the person is guilty, like, sure, there should be consequences, but why are the consequences always like violently punitive?
Sure.
Like, how does that stop offenses from happening in the future?
Okay.
I mean, then, like, I think that's a part of our.
You're talking about the rehabilitation system.
Yeah.
I know, totally.
I think that also trickles down to like the way we treat people when they're like, okay, I was a racist once and now I'm not racist anymore, and they're like, no. Once a racist, always a racist. Yeah.
Yeah, I
because
know. But this is the point. Is you feel that people have an inability, or people in general, the public believes that there is an inability to grow. And I think
but that also comes down to retributive justice. It's the idea that you committed a crime, so you have to pay for it.
Right, you have to pay for it, and also we don't want you near us, and we're going to take away your voting rights.
Yeah, exactly. Because like that's so all those things are punitive. It's like, it's not about, you know, reintegrating you back into society
and helping you become a better person.
Yeah, it's all about like, no, you fucked up, and now your life, you're tired. You have the Scarlet Letter on you for the rest of your life.
Right. Also, did you happen to see Making a Murderer finally?
I have not seen Making a Murderer.
Oh my God!
And it's funny because I'm watching all these documentaries. I haven't seen that.
Did you watch the R. Kelly one?
I have watched R. Kelly one.
Woo!
He's a scumbag.
What?
Yeah, I mean, but I knew.
We knew this though.
Yeah,
we knew all these allegations. We knew about the case in 2004.
Yeah, I mean,
that officially got off in 2008.
Yeah, there was some stuff that we didn't know, like some of the other girls we didn't know about. But like
I actually did not know Aaliyah was 15.
Yeah,
until I watched this documentary.
I was like, no. I knew that. I knew that the Minute to Piss video came out, and they were like, oh yeah, he married Aaliyah when she was 15. And people were like, well, you know, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wise beyond her years, age beyond her.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh no. And you know what? Because he kept getting away with it, he just got worse throughout the years and did crazier shit.
Yeah, no.
And I'm on like episode 4 right now, dude.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even at the end of it, and I know because I read the charges, I read what's going on. Like there was an article that was published about him, like a couple months back that my girlfriend read to me, and she was like, listen to this shit about R. Kelly, and I was like, God damn, this motherfucker is crazy.
Yeah, he's a fucking scumbag, man. I mean, that's what he is, dude. And it's because he's been getting away with it for so long.
I mean, the problem is he wrote I Believe I Can Fly, which is probably one of the most sincere songs ever.
He wrote so many songs that people still say, Step in the Name of Love, White People Love, Ignition Remix.
Ignition, yeah. I mean, like, I don't take away the fact that he's a good fucking singer, good artist, has the voice of an I don't want to say an angel but he does. You know what I mean? The amazing voice.
And I just want to qualify when I say White People Love Ignition Remix, that I just mean that every time I've been in a room with white people and the Ignition Remix comes on, they lose their shit. Like it's like Toto's Africa. Like it just, I don't know. It's like every time. Like I'm not saying that's all white people, but just like every time I've been in a room with white people and like the bounce, they're like, oh, this is my shit. I'm just like, what is going on? Why do you, and like No Diggity.
It's very catchy.
No Diggity. There are just certain songs that like white people are just like this
just
shit.
Because I'm also white and I happen to really do like these songs doesn't make you right. Okay.
I mean that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that like it's like applicable to all white people, but
you just happen to be talking about songs that I also happen to like.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
But I'm just saying. Anyway, a lot of crazy shit going on right now.
No, there's a lot of stuff happening.
We're in a very transitional age as a human species. We're gonna have to really figure some shit out before we go forward.
Yeah,
especially with this whole Trump presidency thing. Like, what America? What is this about?
I don't know.
We need to move on, and this government needs to open.
Yeah,
please, people.
Yeah, let's. I mean, well, we've veered wildly off track.
Yeah, no, obviously. I mean, because wrestling, what else is there? I actually liked the product this week, so there wasn't much to bitch about,
Yeah, so yeah.
Anyway, I'll wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Smark Tank. You can email us at wearesmarks@gmail.com. You can also write to us on our Twitter at @ILikeSmarks. And you can write to us on Facebook at facebook.com/ILikeSmarks. I think we're still on YouTube, even though they sent me an email that they updated their policy about auto sharing or whatever. I don't know. We're going to figure that shit out too.
Nice.
But keep checking us out. We'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning into the Smark Tank.
Later, guys.